Like, that's all you need. You just need Jeopardy.
Deutschland, Deutschland, überall.
Every single title for himself. We fucking called this shit from day one when he first joined the fucking server back
Why does he
in
only,
like 2020.
Why does he only have like a lens in one side of his sunglasses?
Because he's
I
a
don't know.
fucking nerd.
I don't know, maybe he's a bit more light sensitive on his other eye. I don't fucking know.
Is it
dude.
like the modern day eye patch? Is that what he's? Maybe it relates back to his pirate days.
Well,
He's copying fucking Nero from All Out here with
Hey.
the glasses.
hey, he knows for a fact you can't punch a guy with glasses. Okay, so he's trying to use that to defend himself. Okay. Fucking well, so much for that fucking black lens.
It's just 2K being a shitty game.
What's new?
Perfectly.
I saw
perfectly
the glasses.
I don't know what you're talking
What
about.
was?
Perfectly made.
What was that? Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Needs more purple.
It's like super transition lenses.
Oh,
And then he just moves through the fucking ropes like spaghetti.
yeah. like a snake, dude. Like a slug.
Those slimy snakes.
3,172. 3,172.
Days without sex.
3,172 is the amount of people who were live in attendance to witness the FAM Royal Rumble.
Sitting in front of your computer is now considered attendance. Okay. That's
I mean,
not how
it's
that
for
works,
bots.
Bash.
I mean, what if we're gonna? I mean, if we're gonna pull bullshit numbers like that, 10,475 were how many that were there in spirit?
I don't think you have.
Why are you not just saying 3,000 and and how many ever people were there just watching it live? Just say that.
Because he's fucking got to feed his ego.
There is.
It's the same stupid line as when Virgil said the locker room. You know.
So here's the thing. There is exactly zero people currently watching this live stream. But 0 real people is a lot better than 3,175 fake people, okay? Along with your fucking 120,000 bots that you fucking use on your videos, dude.
And half of these people will comment under your video saying, "Can I join FAM?"
Yeah, can I join? Come on, let me join.
Oh, if you want to talk about real numbers, let's talk about the 8 casual streamers or viewers that go to his stream when he does stream.
Okay.
Record-breaking number. The type of number that FAM or, God forbid, Unite haven't seen in years.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, I think that kind of makes sense, seeing that Unite's been gone since 2019.
Listen how salty he is. Ah, you could taste it. Taste that? I need a glass of water. It's so fucking salty.
You want to know why that is? You want to know the one common denominator between FAM's failure and FAM's
If I remember correctly, Jam did only like what 400 people every live stream or something like that. So
he's so proud of it.
that wasn't really successful at all. And whose project was that again? Forgot.
Cam, you're proud of drawing an audience. A bunch of fucking call faggots.
Fucking hell, dude.
Know the one common denominator between FAM's failure and FAM's success? Me. Of course it's me.
Yeah.
All you have to do
The
is
whole
look at
time.
evidence.
The main failure.
Press that fucking render button like nobody's business.
I don't know why everyone's leaving.
Self.
I
And
mean,
if you try to say anything else,
there's only
you're simply
if you have to
delusional.
reach out to people like to Sean Walton to record your stuff. I mean, there's really not a lot of people left anymore.
Success? Me. Of course it's me. All you have to do is look at the evidence to prove it to yourself, and if you try to say anything else, you're simply delusional. People came in droves.
Yeah, I'm the one that bought board all the bots.
People-
Are we
Right.
really now doing this again? Just saying, "Oh, what
Please.
happened before?" This is now
Please,
every
I
time
hope,
he cuts a
I hope
promo,
he
he does
mentions
this.
me. I hope he mentions me because I actually.
Nah, he will not. He will not name. He will not say
He
your
won't.
name.
He won't
will
name
just say, "Oh,
names.
the former people." Again,
I remember I was actually like a week ago I rewatched that recording of you and Bash having that call and I just loved how like Bash just was like Yuri, Octo, you guys were fine. Omega was just I just couldn't talk to him.
You were already mentioned, okay? He talked about the looming threat.
A moment in the sun.
Well, it's me, DNA, and Kingdom. That's always
Nice fucking,
always the three.
fucking the faction known as DNA and Friends.
Yeah.
DNA and Co.
Okay.
Else, you're simply delusional. People came in droves not to witness the quote-unquote legendary FAM Royal Rumble match. No, they came to see the greatest world champion of their generation defend his title against insurmountable odds as, once again, the corrupt system...
I really
tried to
hope there are
hold
not
him
many
down.
generations to
Not
come with
only
Koff.
did Rombuster pull
There
a
won't be.
completely
Everybody's a
unknown
trans.
challenger out of his ass in the Emperor status. Someone who was incredibly difficult to research and prepare for, but it turns out the ass of our general manager was bigger than I thought. Because who came strolling out on
What?
the night to make our match a triple threat? None other than Clown Boy number 2, J2F. Clown Boy number 1, of course, being his good friend Guns. As we all know, this pair of idiots made it so they couldn't compete for the FAM World title for 5 and 6 years respectfully, and despite actually making
Great
it through
great
all
job,
of those years,
2K.
I
Great
was
job.
the man on the
Those
other side
those
of
sunglasses
that door,
look
making
so much like sunglasses. You've done a phenomenal job. Your graphics are top tier. All right, no glitches whatsoever. Those not glitches. Those are features.
sure
As the-
their dreams didn't come true. And as for you, Status, I gotta give it to you. You're good. But while I hold this title, it's not your time, pal. I suggest you plan your next course of action from here very, very carefully. Choose your side wisely.
So I guess these are supposed to be sunglasses and not actual glasses because he looks like such a giant dork with those
Jesus.
glasses.
It's Bash's real personality bleeding through his claw.
Oh.
No, well, that and you need piercings too. So like, first you need the piercings, and then you need him to be like out of a job, but then he has to fucking do a strike and all that sort of shit
know he
for
needs-
it to
he needs to have-
really be cool.
I mean, he needs to have tentacles.
Look like a squid.
Are we going to see pride flag armbands during June? Pretty sure we will.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. I guarantee it.
Was the FAM Royal Rumble. From here, we look forward to the future. We look forward to Famniversary 5.
You can see the
When the
future.
night of February 11th, 2023 drew to an end, I was fairly certain that I knew who I would be facing come the grandest stage of them all. But it
Yeah,
turns
'cause you're
out
booking it.
This road is going to have a few unexpected bumps along the way, the first of which comes tomorrow night, when Sean Nova puts his Famniversary opportunity on the line against a man, and in a match that has escaped them both their entire careers, Two Twisted Merc.
Ah, we see how they're gonna
The
fuck
history
over it
between
this
these
time.
two men is vast and wide, spanning
it's like a-
many
it's a-
years
it's
and
an FAM
multiple
tradition
eras
at this
of FAM.
point.
And I've had my fair share of run-ins with the both of them. Sean Nova. The first time I ever met this man was a decade ago. Outside of FAM...
When he
all I
yelled
did
at you
No,
on the
no,
Skype
no,
call.
no, 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 no.
NGC Downfall X. I'm sure you're all familiar with what happened on this night.
No,
Black
Nope.
nobody,
Nope.
nobody knows what
No, no.
Nobody's ever heard of it.
Because not everyone lives in the past like you, and 10 years ago, a lot of the fans could have been like not even born.
This is when people on AW say stuff about what happened in Ring of Honor 10 years prior. Nobody knows.
You remember what happened in
Besides the hardcore fans, maybe.
like you remember what happened in the Greenbow Center 1972, don't you, Octo?
Absolutely. Killer Kowalski defeated Adolf Hitler or something. In a loser leaves Argentina match.
Not rested for the last 10 years and will continue to not rest until the same fate is brought over FAM. But Nova presented himself as a shining light that night, as he tried to use the money that he won from OTP to purchase NGC from BH so that he could keep it running when BH refused. Nova came to me, man to man, to tell me about this plan, giving me his word that he not only wanted the best for the people of NGC, but that he believed in the vision. Well, if you believed in that vision so much, why then, come 1 year later, after you had been fired from FAM, did you attack me from behind with a lead pipe and steal my #1 entrant in the 2014 FAM Royal Rumble match?
Because you're gone, you fucking idiot.
Because Cam, this is all fucking retcon. That's why. That's why you did it. Because you retconned it to happen. Okay. None of that ever actually happened. None of that was planned.
I don't know, like, why did the deer fucking, or why did Darren lose to Nova in fucking 5 minutes? Or whatever it was.
I just like that FAM storylines are always driven by what happened like 10 years prior.
Yeah.
It's all retcon. It's all just hidden details that didn't actually happen.
Like every future storyline for FAM somehow originates a time before the last thing we know about FAM.
I mean, hell, DNA. Why did you steal my briefcase? What the fuck?
I understand the cause of like origin stories and shit, but like it's like everyone has an origin story. Everything happens like 10 years prior that then culminates to nowadays storylines somehow.
10 years ago, Havoc was holding hostage that fucking third match from Whoopi. All right.
Where's the video, Havoc?
Cut a promo crying about
that video will
Stigma
never
taking
come.
your girl, and the rest, as they say, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, what? Who saw what?
Go back.
Yeah, that's why you constantly shut the fuck up and just listen.
Shut the fuck up, Ozzy.
And steal my #1 entrant in the 2014 FAM
Number
Royal
one.
Rumble match.
He's crying, man.
Where it all began for you, Nova. You stole my opportunity, cut a promo crying about Stigma taking your girl, and the rest, as they say.
Really?
I've got a story about that.
Yeah, you're bringing that up?
So apparently,
Never heard about this.
So apparently, Nova was fucking simping for some girl, and he even bought her like a championship belt.
What the fuck, dude?
She was dating Stigma at the time.
And who is supposed to know that?
Only people,
Who?
only people from 10 years ago who were behind who were behind the scenes at the top tier. All right, it was me, BH, and fucking Rom.
Right.
What
really
an audience Bash is you trying to please with this fucking comment?
I really hope I really hope Nova did not know this. That Bash was gonna mention this shit.
Actually, we made a fake Twitter account, and we made a tweet that like tagged like 4 people in it, and it was brutal. It was fucking brutal.
Tagged 4 people. It was brutal.
I don't remember who. I don't even remember who it was that was involved in the tweet. Who I tagged, but this was like on a fake Twitter account, and fucking BH lost it. He was laughing his ass off.
But without that backstab, without that betrayal, without you doing exactly what you
Get it? Betrayal.
for, none of this happens. You don't become a 2-time Royal Rumble winner. This stupid, often imitated, never eliminated catchphrase doesn't become a thing. Nova versus 2TM isn't a dream match. Everything good about you is spawned from the very same type of act that you've spent the last 10 years telling all of us that you despise. You're a fucking hypocrite.
Oh, that's rich.
What an edgy boy.
4 years later, when AWOL came to Rise, I had forgiven you. I forgave you because you once again promised me that we were on the same page for the
Well, then your
greater good
character's
of
an
the
idiot.
people of FAM. But just like the first time, it was all a lie, and you betrayed me again at Cyber Fan Day 2018. You may look at this and think the main takeaway is that Bash is a fool for trusting Nova more than once, which, believe me folks, I am. But to me, the main takeaway from this is that this is yet another example of Nova doing the exact same thing that he has spent a decade condemning 2TM for. Speaking of 2TM, Merc,
What do in
Lewis,
2018?
do you mind if I call you that?
Yeah, do you mind tomato?
Lewis.
Like, come on, Bash. You had no problem spilling the fucking beans on the Stigma thing, so why not fucking spill the beans on what happened in 2018? Come on, do it.
I mean, let's just talk all kinds of shit. Why don't we?
Here's your address, your social credit number.
Let's just dox you.
Here's your password.
And then at the end of it, just do tomato. Fuck.
Cooking up some good shit with Walton.
Merc, Lewis,
Who lives at
Ooh,
23rd Street?
Pipe bomb using his real name.
The way he says it, wearing those glasses, it sounds like he's his grandmother. Merc, Lewis. I'm going to bed now. My heart is broken.
What are you, from like 1866?
That you're wasting all your life behind that computer.
Mark, Lewis, how many times have I told you that you have to stay away from the TV? Go hang out with some friends.
Merc, I can no longer be in here. The radio is talking to me.
Oh, fuck. Continue.
do you mind if I call you that? I feel
No.
like we're on that level now, you know?
Oh, you're on
Because there's
that
a lot
level.
of
First
history
name
there between
basis.
us as well. We also met for the first time back in 2013, as you know, based on the footage I showed everybody last night. And back then, just like Nova, I believed that you were a man that could be trusted. Sure, you had your flaws, but while I
Back
was
then, 10 years
capable
ago when I was
of
18.
forces of FAM from the sidelines, you were there, front and center, taking the fight directly to BH himself. We were brothers in arms. We just didn't
Fucking
know
hell.
it. But unfortunately, you just got too close to the source of FAM's darkness, and that in turn started to corrupt you. And before we knew it, you and the man you once fought against in epic wars were suddenly indistinguishable from each other. I knew at that point it was only a matter of
There we
time
go.
before our paths would cross. And so they did. Twice. Once when I cashed in my money in the bank on you at FAM Pandora
Jesus.
to become
Yak,
the
yak,
FAM
yak,
World
yak,
Champion
yak.
for the very first time, and then again in our rematch at the 2017 Royal Rumble. Our battles were legendary and will go down in history as a true turning point in FAM. But you and I
Yeah,
both
when the
know
fucking
that wasn't
ratings
the
dropped
last
out.
time that you and me had a conversation. I'm sorry that I have to expose you 2 days in a row, but in order for all of us to move on, the truth needs to come out.
Holy shit. That's not how it works.
The unbroken truth, the untold story.
Listen here, Omega. I know we fought about a fucking, game we played fucking 2 years ago when we just met.
Cam,
But,
here's my question.
in order to discuss things flat,
Here's my
I
question.
gotta expose your name.
Here's my question, Cam. Are you going to allow Merc or Nova to come out and say some personal shit about you? Or is this just going to be the camera bash fucking how low can you go show?
You know the answer, DNA.
Anyone, why I called AWOL what I called it.
I wonder why people are leaving.
You would pay attention. I named our uprising after the same thing you named your uprising when you tried to take on FAM back in 2011. It was not only
What?
in honor of what you had done, but it was to open up that line of dialogue between us, which led to many, many conversations over the months between Famniversary 4 and Cyber Fan Day 2018. If AWOL hadn't have died when it did, it wouldn't have been long before you once again stabbed your friends in the back in favor of a new cause, only that time for once in your life, it would have actually been the right decision. When Nova left me for dead,
So,
everyone else
what's this
had
promo
been
all about? He's just cutting a promo on both Nova and 2TM who are having a match against each other, and he's just making both of them look like idiots?
Yeah.
Why am I supposed to watch this match?
Great
what
way
is
to-
the reason for it?
Because it's FAM. Okay, fall in line.
Oh, here's this Nova guy who lost a girl to this other guy here as an FAM, and then there's 2TM who
So-
their people in the back all the time.
On one hand,
Now watch the match, please.
on one hand we have Nova the cuck. Okay, on the other hand, we have Merc the backstabber. Aren't you interested in seeing them fight?
Yeah,
I'm the good guy. I'm the one exposing.
Like,
all this.
shut up and
Don't
take my
miss-
money. I don't get it.
Fucking
Could
hell,
you,
dude.
could you imagine Vince McMahon just fucking telling everyone who Kane and Undertaker's real names are? The Undertaker. Listen here, Mark.
Glenn? That's gotta be Glenn! Oh my god.
the ring. You could have been there. You could have put a stop to all of it. But you didn't. At the one time in your life where the right choice was staring you right in the face. What? You suddenly decide to grow some sort of conscience? Was that the moment, Lewis? Was the pressure I put on your shoulders the thing that caused you to snap and seek guidance in a higher power?
Doing all the
Yeah,
work.
like that's a real thing. This is an impressive long game that you've been playing. But I get the feeling
Fedora
that tomorrow
tipping
night,
abound.
the mask will begin to slip, and that darkness you claim so adamantly is suppressed is going to be revealed as being right in front of us this entire time. Whatever happens tomorrow night, I've got beef to settle with both of these men. But let's just get one thing straight right now. We're not having another repeat of what happened at the Rumble. You hear me, Rumbuster? No triple
Which one?
threats. I ain't gonna be a dumbass and call some sort of double DQ tomorrow night thinking it's going to result in me not having to face anyone. I'm not an idiot. So if 2TM and
Well,
Nova
it's gonna
have
happen.
come to a decision like that on their own accord, sort it out amongst yourselves.
You just admitted
Because
that
if
you
at
trusted the
any
guy
point
again who
you
backstabbed
try and
you.
make it so I have to face more than one person at Fan Anniversary,
Even if this is character
I
talk, but still.
promise you, I will not show up, and you will never see this FAM World Championship
So I will quit.
again.
I will
And that
ruin the
leads
show
me
that
quite
I'm actively
nicely into
trying
the
to
main reason
fucking
I
make
came
better.
out here tonight.
Just come out to Call of Personality
here-
next bash, why not?
To give a State of the Champions address.
Go full
I
CM
feel
Punk
that
here.
following on from the Royal Rumble, it is important to evaluate where we are at. After all, we wouldn't want to leave any stone unturned and leave ourselves in a similar situation to that of AWOL, now would we? To begin, let's
That
start
you are
with
in
the
fucking
good
charge
news.
of?
The queen of our family, the wicked one, Elle. Despite having the deck of cards stacked against her in the Diamonds Rumble match, managed to shock the world and leave that cluster still with the FAM Diamonds Championship around her waist. If there was any doubt about whether or not she deserved to be in possession of this championship, that has now officially been laid to rest. Elle,
Just sipping over.
congratulations. Just like me, you are a shining example of what this family should be. Unfortunately, folks, that is where the good news ends. And before we move on to this next part, I would like to invite Ben McKenzie, Luke Monet, and OTP out onto the stage. And please, leave the titles backstage.
Oh boy.
Well, the title of the video already gave it away what he's going to do here, so...
Gentlemen, at the FAM Royal Rumble, you were given the simplest of tasks. Unlike me and Elle, you were not required to defend your titles.
What the fuck? Why does one have a Quick E-Mart shirt?
Because he's a fucking joke.
Who's that again? Forgot.
An
Ben
alchemist.
McKenzie.
Oh, fucking yeah. That.
Who?
Ben McKenzie. The pirate
see.
guy.
All you had to do was make sure one member of the family won the Royal Rumble match. Just one. Didn't directly need to be any of you. It could have been anyone in the entire family. then please tell me.
Grandma.
Which is
Grandma
good.
could have won the fucking Rumble, and he would have been happy.
Entire family. Then please tell me, if that was your task, if that is what you were told to do, why didn't it happen? Please.
Well, because you
explain
booked
to me
this shit.
Why Sean Nova won the Rumble. Ben,
Motherfucker, you ain't
OTP,
Thanos.
can
Alright, you're not Thanos. You don't just command it to happen and it fucking happens. That's not how this works.
I also like that OTP and what's that guy from the Mafia called again? That little guy, Tony something, little Tony, big Tony, whatever. They're literally having the same outfit.
Omega.
I literally thought the same thing when I saw
I
it.
could not tell OTP and Big Tony apart.
Omega,
why
I
you
told
were
Omega, I told you to put a pew pew in your mouth and get triggered. How come that hasn't happened?
Oh, sorry, I've been checking on my phone.
I'm
This
so,
FM Pro has bored Omega to death.
I'm so fucking bored with this. I went on. I just,
I would rather check out what stupid stuff has been written on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through Twitter right now. Sorry.
It's okay, Omega. After this call, you can go on YouPorn. Concentrate, for fuck's sakes.
Fuck, do I have
Just
to?
do this. Just do the
Yes.
fucking simplest
See,
task.
it's the thing, right? Like, this is the thing.
You have
right?
one job, Omega.
Me-
One fucking job.
Right, the thing is, right, you boys fucking troll me and that when it comes to, like, my obsession with Ring of Valiance. But the difference is here, right? Ring of Valiance could be 4 hours long, but every single second is so retarded, it's at least entertaining. While with this, it's
Well,
just
the pro
so...
part.
It's... Yeah, well, yeah, for that. But, like, even some of the commentary, I mean, fuck. Oof,
How many
juicy.
baseball bats are there used?
but with fucking this, right? It's like I'm just hearing words and I can't understand.
No one does.
Like
But that's the fun part to talk about that stupid stuff.
Cameron Bash talking, right, reminds me of the classic stereotype of like an Alzheimer's patient constantly telling their story, and then as soon as they finish talking, they've forgotten they've told their story, so they have to repeat themselves.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like,
what I feel like.
No,
So
but
he's
what
like,
he's doing here,
so he's like Abe Simpson then.
Yeah, basically. Like,
what he's doing here though is pretty much the cliche of like wrestling promos in the last 20 years or so. I just come out and I just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk for like 10 minutes about stuff that no one, or like more than half of it, no one could care about. You know, the fucking insider stories with Sean Nova. Who cares?
yeah,
Tomato,
like
tomato.
this is literally what
This is a
Paul-
Triple H style promo here. 20
This-
minutes.
can't,
This is literally what Paul Heyman said not to do when it comes to doing shoot promos. You don't do a Vince Russo and just say, "Hey, I know your real name and I know that you do this behind the scenes. I gotcha." It's
I
like
don't-
no one gives a shit.
I don't know how Cam can expect people to remember shit from like 10 years ago. We have TikTok, Cam. People's fucking attention span is about 5 seconds.
Oh my god. When he figures out the shorts system on fucking YouTube.
Oh,
I
I
mean-
can't wait. Now that I'll tune in because at least it's nice and short, not 20 minutes of blabbering. But whatever.
didn't it happen? Please, explain to me why Sean Nova won the Rumble. Ben, OTP, can either of you explain why you were eliminated by Nova? Luke, can you explain why you were eliminated by 2TM?
Because that's how
You know,
I have to say,
you wanna
though-
know something, right? Do you know what I
That's the
think?
status.
You know what I think, and I actually think this is actually going to be true. Every single person in the entire server, even people that were on Cam's own time zone, everyone was asleep. Like, everyone was asleep. Cameron Bash was the only person in the entire server awake, and he's like, I haven't slept in 6 days. I know what I
Yeah.
need to do. I
I
need
haven't
to
slept
make
in
this
6
promo."
days.
Cam is gonna
No one's passionate.
Cam's gonna unify all the titles, which tells me that either he doesn't have enough people for people to actually hold championships, or B, it's just the ultimate ego trip.
Well, it's the thing, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
think it's more storyline than people.
because like I said, Octo, I literally re-listened to the recordings. I don't know if you remember this, but remember when Bash was like, okay, well, what we're gonna do in the beginning, we're gonna get some of the older guys just so we can stabilize FAM, and then once we figure out who the loyal people are, that's when we're gonna start pushing the new guys, and we're not gonna bury anyone.
But you see, that is already the flaw. The loyal people. I mean, who is really loyal in fucking COD? No one.
Remember when WCW said,
And when
"We're
people are
gonna
trying that, you know, they're getting constantly fucked.
when WCW said
Yeah.
we're gonna push new talent with TNA,
Yeah,
with-
new
And then Ric
talent.
Flair won the belt for the
When-
16th time.
when-
Yeah, we're gonna push new talent like
Do you remember
Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash
Do you
and
remember
Scott Hall.
Do you remember when TNA said we're gonna push new talent?
Like Kevin Nash.
20, and then
Right,
2010.
right out the
The
fucking
brow,
door.
brow, brow, the brow. Fucking
How long?
Hogan.
How long did TNA go before they brought in like the first ex WWE guys?
Dude, the first show. Scott Hall appeared on the first TNA show ever. Which is fine. I mean, it's fine to bring in legends and people that have names and shit. I have no problem with that. The problem becomes if the fucking old timers and the established ones are constantly winning shit.
Ah, Jesus.
Yes, what I wanted to say before, I have to say though, I love that Luke Monet looks as sad as possible. You know,
Yeah.
as he
Like a
gets
puppy.
fucking yelled at by Bash. I
No,
actually like that.
that is quality detail right there.
Yeah.
Stunned looks of silence and you explain why you were eliminated by 2TM? Stunned looks of silence and
Shut the fuck up, Connor.
you
Like,
explain
Fucking
why-
hell, Dean. I thought it was Magic saying it.
Stunned looks of silence on all of your faces right now.
I wonder why.
I'm not angry, boys. I'm just
disappointed.
disappointed.
Fuck off.
I had high hopes for each of you. But you've all let me down.
I'm not angry.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
my face expresses angry.
As of this very moment, I am officially stripping each of you of the Crimson, Cyber, and Global Championships and releasing you from your contracts with the family and thus FAM.
Wow.
I'm not angry. So I'm just gonna make you jobless and suffer.
I love this so much. So no one here knows when I'm talking about this right now, but I just love that during the All Out show, the end, literally everyone gets fired by the family. Funny enough, by the family who just took over All Out. And here is Bash, the member of the family, releasing everybody.
I put this into a different context. Tony, Jimmy, Sally, I'm not mad with you. All right? I'm just disappointed. All right, boys, take them on out and execute them.
It's like I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Now, what I want you three to do, just jump in the car. We're gonna take a nice ride on the beach.
All I need you to do is dig your own graves.
Dig a hole in the ground, please. Fucking hell.
We thank you for your assistance up until this point, and we wish you all the best with your future endeavors.
I wish you the best.
there we go.
Bang.
Go away.
I wish you the best with your future endeavors. Bang.
Now go away.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, you can almost hear the frustration from those three.
And didn't OTP just join fucking Bash's crew when wasn't he like a special
Exactly,
referee
like
who
all
took someone
these,
out?
all of this whole faction literally just got made very shortly.
Look, man. OTP's he's gonna get his revenge with the power of his super calves.
Yeah, like the fucking non-existent kind, dude. Like,
Alright.
the guy, like, from the looks of it, man, he looks like he's got the power of fucking decay. Like, everything around him
Look,
just
Nick,
fucking shrivels.
You don't know what you're talking about, alright? OTP's gonna crush his head like a melon between his butt cheeks.
I'm sorry, OTP, but fuck, mate. Sometimes I look at that body and it reminds me of like Dobby from fucking Harry Potter or like Gollum. Like it's so shriveled up. Holy shit, dude. Like fuck.
Men being stripped of their
Eat some food.
championships. New champions have to be crowned. This is a decision that I have been thinking long and hard about ever since Saturday night.
Oh,
The
I'm
more
sure
I
you
thought
did.
about it,
Well, then that's not very long, then, is it? It's like what, 3 days in storyline?
it became, until after a while, there was just one word that I could not get out of my head.
Can't say that word on YouTube.
Undisputed.
You already said it once.
One word that I could not get out of my head.
And
Undisputed.
I G ERIY Nigeria, of course, we're talking
Could
about.
not get out of my head. Undisputed. Undisputed.
The Undisputed Era?
Yeah, like every normal person would.
Well,
Undisputed.
Bash,
System.
Bash, you've said it 3 times, so is it 3 words?
Tonight, folks, you're all here in attendance for history in the making. Because tonight, right
The crowd
here,
sounds as bored as we
right
are.
now, I am officially announcing that the new FAM Crimson Champion, the new Cyber FAM Champion,
Bro, the fucking... It's in the title of the video. We already know, you idiot.
FAM Global Champion,
See, that's the thing, Bash. It literally could have said, Bash has an announcement.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
That's
Omega,
all he
Omega,
had to
Omega.
do.
this is what we
Omega,
need.
can you check if there was... Can you check if this was a premiere?
This is
Was
what
it a
I
premiere?
I believe so.
No. It wasn't.
Well, I may
Oh,
have had a
there's a
live.
chat. Okay, there's a chat. Yeah. So there is a possibility. I want to give him that. Maybe the name was different before, and then he just changed it when
well,
you know
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
the fucking thing was over.
here's what we're gonna do, Octo. All right, you create my call. I'm gonna come out and cut a promo, and then the title will be it'll be a promo where I call Bash a massive faggot, and then the title will be DNA calls Bash a massive faggot.
And you're
Yeah,
building
yeah,
up
it's-
10 minutes before you're saying what you actually want to say. Yeah. You're building this up. Oh, you know, Bash, just this guy.
PH has got to come back for the
Oh my God.
nostalgic fans.
Oh my god, you know who this is?
Deadpool nerd. Wait a minute, is that
No.
fucking
That's suicide, dude.
Oh really?
It's
I don't know.
suicide.
I don't know about this whole Undisputed Bash is the entire champ thing. The thing I originally liked about FAM when I got into it way back at Survivor Series with the formation of Betrayal was seeing all the other acts. Seeing the entirety, the difference in gimmicks and people on the roster. I feel with this, it just centers everything around a handful of people, only one story being told. Yeah, you figured it out, man. Fucking figured it out. And in kayfabe, I know he's champ and leader of the family, but how would Bash have power to just grant himself those titles? Especially if Rom doesn't want him to have more power, wouldn't he at least acknowledge a vacancy and have like mini tournaments for them? Suicide, please. Stop thinking, logically.
Rationally.
Please.
Stop
Yeah.
giving Bash more work. Come on.
Stop being a critic, okay? I don't want to sound pessimistic or like I'm just being a down on the product. I've been a fan of the channel for years. I just feel now the stories are a tad redundant. Either the story of an invading... Can you stop scrolling back and forth? Invading faction, you fucking faggot. Of course this had to come. Either the story of an invading faction wanting to take down
Octo
FAM.
broke. He broke on live stream. I just broke Octo on the live stream. 4K. He got caught on 4K. Clipped and now put onto Twitter.
I have,
He says the F word.
I've heard that story.
German government.
Just the way he just snapped. I brought back his Nazi fucking intentions in
I just like that I said that, and then I wanted to continue reading, and you just said 2 seconds later, I was just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
there. Oh, fuck's sakes.
Amazing. I have the story of an invading faction wanting to take down.
I didn't even see it. Fucking dude.
You fucking put it down again.
I
Invading
know.
Let's stop. Fuck.
I heard the story of an invading faction wanting to take down FAM with someone who has ties to the original regime, or it's a new mysterious alternate faction. Also, whose incentive is take down FAM who has an OP member who's seen as unstoppable? Did he meant OG, or what is OP?
OP, overpowered.
I see. Or when in doubt, Bash is champ. Again, I reiterate, I love this community and the characters and some stories told. I just feel it needs a bit more variety. Take WWE for example. Variety, yeah. Take WWE for example. Yes, Roman, and the Bloodline is the biggest main story, but there's still other stories either outside of that sphere or revolving around it, relating to it, but having their own thing. Again, nothing but some constructive criticism. 8 likes.
Gosh, don't
A
you
bit
think?
too hard. What?
What do you mean they have a main
Why is
focus
it
on
too
BH?
hard?
He's been dead. Everyone just wants BH to return, but he's fucking not.
Why is it too harsh? I don't get that. The
Uh,
FM ver-
I know.
Okay.
Let's
Nah, it
just.
doesn't matter.
Is none
Let's just
other
finish
than
this.
Yours truly, me.
Oh, what a surprise! It's not like the fucking title says it all.
While I defend all 4
I'm
of the
shocked.
championship titles, I will be
See,
known
this is
as
the opposite of
the
this is the opposite of Walton.
undis-
Usually, Walton disperses his company.
Doesn't lose.
Yeah,
He
he
just
loses
loses.
all the time. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like 78. There's like 78 fucking owners to ROV. Fucking Bash is taking everything from himself.
I think we've just found the yin to fucking Bash's yang, dude. Like,
Only Walton can stop him now.
Walton needs to become a new head of the movement to balance things out.
these championship titles, I will be known as the undisputed FAM World Champion.
What an
By
original title.
Wow.
what? Unifying mid-card titles that don't
You-
mean anything
you
because
know-
you can't book a shit?
you know, you could just go undisputed FAM champion,
You know,
right? Like, you know.
You forgot the word incel. The undisputed FAM incel champion.
Great. The only reason the Brit men aren't out here right now is because I officially cannot defend tag titles in a match on my own.
Yes, he can.
Oh,
Why not?
wait until that fucking storyline shows up and we get a Bash and Bash fucking
Yeah.
tag.
I
team.
really hope that when the tag champions are losing next time, he just decides to fight him, just puts the belt on.
Well,
Well,
from
then-
what
then-
I
then- then
heard,
okay.
there's a blood vial thing that shows up at Royal Rumble.
Mm.
Like, I mean, we'll have a scan.
I guess a different Bash version is coming through a portal somewhere and saying this is not the real Bash.
Well, I mean, if you
Evil
had
Bash.
if you had a look at the history of like the chat, like our Discord and that, I actually talked to Judix and I sent Judix the ROX storyline ideas, and he actually went to bed and woke up, and the first thing he did was read those screenshots, and he's just like, "What the fuck
Well,
is this cunt?"
I hope Deadpool nerd is really happy to hear that in the near future it will be more Bash. More things will surround him.
That's who eliminated you both from the Rumble match? Just know.
So,
Really? 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 That's who.
Now he's
Wait.
the Miz.
wait a minute. Was that?
I thought
No,
you were
no.
looping it.
Yeah, no, like, was that actually an audio loop? Wait one sec. Listen to the first, really, and then the third, really.
Really? Really? That's who eliminated you.
Oh, sorry. Just have a listen to the first and the third.
Tony? Really? Really? Really?
Yeah, it kind of sounds the same.
I
Yeah.
swear it has to be Elite.
Yeah.
That's who eliminated you both from the Rumble match. Just know that you two are on thin ice as of this very moment. And one more screw up like that, and I will not be so forgiving.
I'm only letting you live on thin ice with you, my friends.
I, Cameron Bash, will defend my undisputed FAM World Championship against either Sean Nova or Twisted Merc.
Yeah, we got it.
Tomorrow night,
Did anyone else catch that? Sean, like you didn't
you
even,
me.
didn't even say it.
He already gave away the ending. He's gonna
Keeping
defend
my
it.
eyes closely on the action.